Wow, I'm here. Um, here as in now, and the only place that I could ever possibly be. But what a gift it is to actually have spent time and space on the island of Maui in the middle of the Pacific Ocean at the Hanuman Center, at the Ram Dass House, this sanctuary, this temple, these sacred lands, this ground, this unique experience. And I'm literally getting to look at all of the beautiful things that are surrounding me and this place that I've spent so much time with. And going into now my third month, it's incredible. It's December and it's so warm here. It's incredible because it's been since August that I've gotten to be in this climate, in this time, in this space, in this container of, for lack of better sentences, terms, words, phrases, explanation, it's been healing, it's been recharging, it's been excavating, it's been breaking down, breaking open, it's been re-exploring, it's been so many different muscles being used of non-attachment and surrender and acceptance. And this is not a spiritual video. This is not a here's my practice and this is what I've been doing. This is real life. This is what has been happening. This is what I've been doing. Spirituality really doesn't have anything to do with it. This is my life. The trade winds are back, so it's been loud, but comforting and nourishing. And also simultaneously, there's been so much silence with this breath of nourishing peace that comes in this form of everything I need to hear and all at once. Things just happen super fast here. Things have been happening super fast globally in the whole world. What we've been able to identify, what I've been able to identify, comes instantaneously in the form of like, okay, this is this thing that I need to address. And here's the real, raw, honest truth of maybe why I didn't want to address it before, but now I'm addressing it and I feel like I'm in a safe space within my body, within this island, in this community that's not necessarily like enclosed. It's an open space that I've been able to be held and nourished, but only because it's come from, God, but also because I decided to choose with my free will what I'm going to do with it on this land with this time that I have, because I don't know how much time I have, and I didn't know how much time I had, and then I had an opportunity to be here longer, and I took the opportunity because I trusted that God wanted me to feel and experience a certain particular something, right? That's why we're anywhere we're ever at. Anywhere we ever go, it's because we're meant to be there. And when it starts to feel strange or unfamiliar or uncertain, we just continue to follow what is the most exciting thing next. And sometimes all that means is you have to go into the acceptance of, wow, does this make me feel icky? And if it does, I can really accept that that's a version of myself I need to surrender into, of like, I'm being redirected. And no matter how quickly sometimes that comes or how slow it comes, the acceptance piece of that is so important. And because I know certain family members or certain friends will be the main people to watch this, I know that you will understand what it is that I'm talking about. And because whoever else finds this and is in witness of what I'm saying here today, you will also know that this is a part of our collective. We're in tune with each other. What is happening so fast? Just because I'm saying I'm on this land and this is what I'm doing and this is where I've been, I'm just tapped into that very vibration that we are all holding together, because I am part of a collective that is intrinsically connected. And again, you will know what it is that I'm saying, because it is what I'm saying, and you will know that we are connected to that very same piece of existence. And really, in truth, we all are. There's no separation. It's just our perceived perspectives that get in the way. And truly, this is coming from a space of, yeah, obviously, like, we are all doing the same dance. And I've been there through and through, and I do it every day, and I move through it every day. And this is real, honest truth, right? We do this dance every day. And here I am doing this dance today. I was so I was so much in a, wow, I can tell all of this energy is moving through me today, and I don't know where the comfort is, and if that means that I need to be comfort, but I gotta stick with how this feeling of a comfortability is redirecting me and pointing me to a closer sense of connection to myself and to God in this particular way, for it to be moved through me to transmute and transmit into the world around me, so that I can collaborate with this dance that we're dancing in, that I'm dancing in. Because the more I try to make it make sense, I block the path of it coming through, and me being the cleared vessel of this transmission for it to really resonate and anchor down into my body. And the thing I have to keep coming back to, which was the main thing I came back to today, is knowing that I'm always supported no matter where I go, no matter what form it takes. Thank you, Mom. Thank you to my best friends. Thank you to this earth. Thank you to the beings that are in the unseen, that are ever present, our past loved ones that still walk in the ethers beside us. What a gift it has been to really connect with this land, and also know that because it feels so good, I want to hold on to it so bad. But that's the point of it, right? Like, even the highs, even the lows, you're never meant to be there always. Constantly shifting and changing and experiencing, because that's the divine plan. That's why we're here. That's why we're in these physical forms, to know what it's like to be here now. To recognize that all there is loving awareness. I'm in the loving awareness garden. How appropriate. Every moment I'm brought to has allowed me to recognize and connect to the deepest parts of myself that aren't as easily expressed in physical words, because sometimes these words, these concepts that we're trying to identify with don't simply, like, what a conundrum. They don't simply make things simple, right? It gets all confused and it gets too complex, and it's so much of what's in the head, and it's not so much of what's in this physical realm. And wow, I didn't know this was the direction my thoughts were going to go, or how it was going to be guided today. But again, I know that, and I trust that whatever it is, in whatever experience I'm being directed in, is because it's all part of the same tapestry. It's all working through the same conduit, the same channel, the same vessel, the same source. To me, it's all one. It's all one. And God is always speaking through everything that we're doing. And what I was so trying to avoid today was this pain of thinking that I had to be one thing in one place because it's supposed to make sense. It's supposed to make sense. Like, on what, in whose world, and what terms. And when you're a pattern disruptor, when you are a seeker, when you are an experiencer, when you are a mystic, when you are a missionary, when you are a guide, when you are a being, you're going to be put in the place that you need to be. And whenever our mind starts to come into play and we're bumping up against, like, what it's supposed to mean, or who we're supposed to be, or what it's supposed to do, and I made an agreement to do this thing, and I've made this promise to myself, maybe even to others, or maybe to a piece of my past self who thought that this was, supposed to be it. That's where the cosmic joke comes into play. Is that not the thing that we're always reminded of? And the thing that I have told so many people through this whole year, the main thing that is stuck in my pocket since February this year, 2025, wow, it's almost 2026, holy crap, was, if you want to make God laugh, tell him your plan. That's it. That's it. That has stayed in my pocket, and I've had to continuously remember that, wow, if I can just surrender to that, then I'm in on the joke. I'm not the one being laughed at. I'm not outside of this cosmic joke. I'm in on it because I understand that there's a parallel to this dual nature here on earth, that I can be here, but I can also be there. But it's also one and the same, because it's the same course. It's this tapestry, interweaving of sorts that we're all a part of. But it is, in truth, when we start to try to make something make sense, or contemplate it and try to fit it into this box, into this square, it becomes a T-plane. And you're somewhere in that, which feels a little rigid, which feels a little constricted. When we ease up, we allow just the motion of flow to be in, right? Because our plan is this. Our idea is this. God's plan is this. I mean, those who know, they know. Those who will get it, get it. And it's not because there's anything to hide. I, for years, thought that I was not in on something. I thought that I wasn't a part of something because everybody else got it somehow, or maybe you can relate even now what that means to you. But a sense of this liberation comes through when you start to recognize that self-love is actually just understanding that, like, we're all a part of this divine plan, this cosmic joke. We're all in on it. And that things, yes, do get dicey. And those moments are moments to understand that it's a redirection and purposeful, that it's out of our control. And it's the best way to be. That's the best possibility. That's the best fork in the road. That's the best way to re-identify with, like, wow, like, I really was trying to be in control. I was really trying to be in control. And what a beautiful gift it is to know that you don't have to try so hard. Wow, that will throw some people for a loop right there. You want to see somebody who thinks they're on the divine plan and on the divine joke, that they understand the divine plan? Lay that one down on them. Lay that one down on them. I needed to hear this to myself today, and I'm so grateful to be supported and have been supported by this greatest gift of Maharaji and Ram Dass. And I don't know exactly where it is that I'm going to be next, though I do have a house right now that I'm staying in. Wow, I was gifted a house to stay in, to experience taking care of a quadriplegic man, and having the space here of transition, of transformation. And I don't know who it is that I'm going to meet this week. I don't know the new directions it's going to take me. But I keep coming back to the knowing that I am so deeply in trust with what God has in store for me and the plan that it's going to take. And the idea that there is a path being laid out before me. Thank you, Maharaji. Thank you, Ram Dass. Thank you for these beautiful resonance frequencies. Sorry, the sun is like so totally in the best spot ever for to see me somehow, right? But wow, what a gift it's been to be on these lands and to just be in full trust. And this is really all that I wanted to say, because it's a blip of where I've been and how much loving awareness I've been able to come back to. It's not even a level of it. It is what it is, because it is that. It's around us, and it's the unseen that we just somehow, oh wow, amnesia. Amnesia is a son of a gun. But to keep coming back to that with non-attachment to anything, no expectation, to love everyone. These are definitely core pillars of truth, core wisdom aspects that I've been able to breathe into. Maybe I'll move it just a little for this last moment that I say whatever it is that I need to say. And to recognize that it's been such a journey. Wow, this year. Didn't think that I'd be in Maui in December. Had no clue, recollection that I would have any place in this land, in this year. I had no clue. But I'm so grateful that I've really been squeezed out, juiced out at the beginning of this year in order to make the beautiful, delicious, nourished organic juices that has been the direction of where I've been landed here now. And I'm excited to continue my journey forward in whatever way possible. But what I know is I'm going to continue to follow my highest excitement. And I'm going to not make excuses for it, because that's what landed me here in the first place. And it has been so rewarding to trust and know myself in this way, and to be so intimately connected with the world and the people here who have made the commitments also to themselves to do the exact same thing. So, I've learned a lot, and I'm still learning, and I'm only 31. And I get to be whoever I want to be. And my younger self has been so grateful to just be recognized and have this space to be let free and to frolic and play and be in the joys and wonders of the experience that has been my past 4 months. So, this is where I'll leave it. I'm so grateful and in wonderment of the world and this divine play that has been this Leela of an experience. And I'm just so grateful. Thank you all for tuning into this brief moment and blip in time where I've gotten to witness myself even saying all of these things aloud, while also having somebody witness me, and also being in presence of these divine connections that have allowed me to be housed and nourished and brought back to a sense of everything that I am while I've been here in this moment in time. Goodness, I'm just blah, 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 blah. Okay. Until next time. Bye.